Hello again. Welcome to the shop. Today we're going to discuss something here that kind of really bugs me. This is another example of the mediocrity that we're all exposed to, that we're supposed to accept. So anyway, the story is here, I ordered a foot switch for a friend's reverb unit, expecting to have to change the plug on it because it came with a RCA plug on it, but that was a minor thing. But when I opened this thing up, I was really disappointed. So I also want to point out that I actually got this from one of my very legitimate vendors, but we're going to get into that. I've bought it, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to make it usable. But this is something that bugs me. Also, I want to mention that I've actually bought a lot of replacement foot switches that are Fender foot switches I've actually had to fix before I could pass them on to the customer. So this is just another case of that. This one, however, is not a Fender product. So when I first looked at it, I thought, okay, well, the switch is sticking way up out of the case. That's unnecessary. But what really blew me away was when I got looking at the cable. See, this I expected to change, and I have a real Switchcraft plug to put on it. What got me was, look back here. Here is an extra wire that they've gone to the trouble to heat shrink back here that they've left hanging. After a little further investigating, I'll show you what I found out inside. Inside the pedal, I find that they've used a shielded cable here, which is really kind of nice because that will keep noise from bleeding into the signal on one stage of the reverb unit. By the way, we're talking about the old standalone reverbs like Fender made back in the 60s. But they left this lead here also unhooked. That would have made a much better ground connection than running through the shield. So what I'm going to do is actually upgrade this. I'm going to remount the switch so it's not sticking out like a, alien arm or something, an appendage sticking out there. That's going to be minor. Anyway, I'm going to rewire this. I'm going to use the other wire as a ground. I'm going to shield the shield at one end so it doesn't pick up noise. Then I'm going to use the hot lead that they used for the hot connection as they did. But this back here, like I say, why would anybody sell anything like this? I mean, really? Jeez. I mean, anyway, so I will get on with this. So after removing the heat shrink from back here, I found even more. See the angle? They cut this off with a knife. Now look here close. Actually got into the shield and the other wire. Okay, another surprise. Just to give you a quick look at what I've done at this end, I sanded clean a spot down here on the plug that I could solder to well. Got past the plating and all that. Soldered the hot connection here, and of course the shield and the ground connection here. So I'll get the cap on this and move on. After a little closer examination here, I realized that the clamp here did not hold well with this cable, so I've added a couple pieces of heat shrink to kind of take up some slack so it will hold better. There. That end is all taken care of and quite secure. So now let's move on to this. Can't go wrong when you start from scratch. There. And now, this is what this end looks like. You notice I didn't connect the shield on this end, it's only connected at the amplifier or at the reverb unit end. The shield is to stop hum, not make a ground loop. Shorten the switch up as much as possible. It's pretty much even with the back of the housing now. They could have used a much longer thread on this, I think. Actually, if they had used about a ½ inch shorter, they'd been good. So anyway, I'm going to put the cover back on this and roll it up. I've already checked out it's fully functioning like it's supposed to now. And I'm confident enough now to actually make a present of it to him as I had planned to start with. So this is the kind of stuff you have to go to just to get a foot switch to work these days. So till next time, play nice. I'll see you later.